Thank you, Madam Speaker. While speaking of the campaign, the number one thing I heard from Nova Scotians was their concern about affording a home. Yet in this sitting, we've heard next to nothing from the government on actually making sure people can afford their mortgages and their rent today. The new public housing units in this budget are welcome, but they are a drop in the bucket for the more than 35,000 Nova Scotians who can't afford their housing, and no action has been taken to keep people in their homes. People at every stage of life tell us that the cost of housing is too much. When will the Premier make sure that Nova Scotians actually have homes they can afford?
I recognize the Honourable Minister of Growth and Development.
Very much, Madam Speaker. I'll remind the House that we are the first government to actually table and present a housing plan, Madam Speaker. I challenge the Leader of the NDP to show and table in this legislature their housing plan, Madam Speaker. We've seen unprecedented growth in our province. Yes, there are challenges with that growth, but there are so many opportunities. We are focused on continuing to support Nova Scotians to create the environment to build more housing, Madam Speaker. 18 months into our housing plan, we're meeting and exceeding all of those targets, and we'll continue that work.
I recognize the Honourable Leader of the Official Opposition.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, seniors are worried about being priced out of their homes. More and more young people can't ever see being able to afford to buy one, and we don't even have a Department of Housing. Yet there was nothing in this sitting to protect renters or help put more Nova Scotians on a path to home ownership. The only action taken is to make it easier to evict people sooner. A family's home is their biggest expense, and we know people are having a harder and harder time making ends meet. Will the Premier do the right thing and take action to ensure that people can afford their homes and the life that they want to live here?
I recognize the Honourable Minister of Growth and Development.
Madam Speaker, I find it absolutely shameful that a leader of a political party would dismiss the work of public servants leading work on housing, Madam Speaker. They work in the Department of Growth and Development. Perhaps the member opposite missed the memo there, but there's important work that's being done, and to dismiss the work that's being done by these staff, absolutely ridiculous. Madam Speaker, I will remind the member that we have a housing plan. Again, I'll talk forever about this great work. We're meeting and exceeding our targets, Madam Speaker. We're investing in rent supplements. We're investment in public housing. Perhaps the member can tell me and all members of this House which public housing units that she doesn't want in her constituency, and we can bring them elsewhere.